We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to The Conversation. This is pointing out the obvious. This is our news and politics webcast, our daily take on what's buzzing today. I'm your host, Patrick Russell, and over there is my very opinionated producer, Veronica. Together we're here to quip and quiver through today's headlines, searching for the real, no matter how deep into the swamp we need to go. Good day to you, Veronica. Oh, please make my day and tell me that the authorities have captured Gabby Petito's rap bastard of a fiance. What's the latest?
So they haven't. Before, a couple of days ago, they were saying that he was missing as well, which it was kind of annoying to me because he wasn't missing.
You didn't like that word.
Yeah, no. So now they actually came back saying he's not missing, he's hiding. So they went
because the second you heard this story, the fucking fiance. It's always the fucking boyfriend, fiance, or husband.
What will you think?
Shout out to HBO Divorce Federation.
What will you think if you come back home and I'm with you, obviously traveling, and you come back? What were my mom supposed to say if they don't see me, right?
She would have done the exact same thing that Gabby Petito's families and friends did. Yeah. They went to the authorities immediately. They went online, social media to alert everybody that they could, and that's why it became the big national story that it's become. Yeah. So now, where do they think that rap bastard of a fiance is hiding now? I believe he's back in the swamplands of the Carlton Reserve. Is that not right? He's in Florida, because at first they thought he was in the swamplands, and then they got a tip that he might be hiding out at his parents' place. Yeah. So the FBI and the authorities rushed over to mom and dad's house with a search warrant, maybe looking into the basement or looking up in the attic or under a bed, who knows. Didn't find him, I don't think. Mm-hmm. And now they're back in the swamplands of the Carlton Reserve, in the alligators and in the mud, looking for this guy who, from the get-go, you pegged as the bad guy. Am I right?
Yeah. And also, we know about this encounter with the police, and then they call it that it was just anxiety or something like that. There's actually another 911 phone call that states that someone else reported a case where the boyfriend, or the fiance in this case, was actually slapping her. Ooh. So we have two phone calls, one directly from them, and then the other one from someone else that was within the same space. So now we have two incidents that happened within that time. So that makes me think that something was going on, and
there's just too much smoke for there not to be fire in your eyes, right?
And then also, if you're trying to spend the rest of your life with someone, why will you come back and then not say anything about it for 10 days?
This man, in every circumstance, every situation, every moment, has acted like the guilty bastard that we all know that he is. All right, Brian, run if you want. You know, it's going to be interesting is that they're going to be using technology. There's going to be using drones. We're talking about this wildlife preserve, from the article that I read, is over 26,000 acres wide. It's a very big place. And it's not like they're going to have an army of men and authorities that they have. They have limited resources when it comes to manpower. No problems.
Yeah.
Why? Because you have now drones that can cover miles in a couple of hours. And not just drones with cameras, but they also have sophisticated sensors like infrared. So at night, they just have to wait for everything to cool down, and then they'll be able to spot all the red things. And it's a lot easier to spot things in these kind of circumstances because this kind of technology. Am I speculating? Yes, I am, people. Obviously, you don't see a badge or a gun on me in any way, but, you know, you read enough stories about what technology is being implemented in the, not only on the federal level, but then also on the smaller local and county levels as well. I mean, we've seen it all the time when they have to bring in that little robot for the bomb disposal. So we're seeing that. So run and hide all you want, Brian. The authorities will catch you. Meanwhile, it's just the start of the story. Final note, the start of the story. Why? Because when they do finally catch him, if he's dumb enough to let the authorities capture him alive, then we have the trial to look forward to.
Question for you. Obviously, this is a continuation of a case. Once again, I feel sorry for your loss from Gabby Petito. I don't mean to
sensationalize what actually started with a very tragic event.
Quick question to you.
In a family's life, and I'm sorry, lives.
Question to you. Do you think that this case was... it was a schedule from the boyfriend to
Was
do
it premeditated?
Premeditated?
Oh no, honestly,
Or it was just one of those
It's hard to
cases
say.
where you get.
I'm a betting man. I'm a gambler. I'm a betting man, and everything leads to me. Everything, I would say, most of what I'm telling you is speculations coming from the actual video that we saw, that side of the road video from the highway patrol.
Yeah.
But based on what we have heard from her personality, based on what we heard from their interactions as a couple, constantly bickering, constantly fighting, I think it was a passion play. I don't think it was a premeditated move by the fiance. I think she just got the better of his temper. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? I mean, I don't condone the actions in no way.
No.
But I understand after a long day, imagine they were lost. Imagine they were close to running out of gas. Imagine she was already, on your case for 3 different things throughout the day already. So this would just be the cherry on the shit Sunday if you guys broke down in the middle of the road, and she will not let it go. I can understand.
What are you talking about?
Not
an excuse,
potentially went down.
We're gonna come back with.
But the story will continue. I'm just telling you, as a betting man, this is what I speculate to have happened.
You just reminded me of the time that we got lost at Aliso Viejo when we went for a hiking. We're gonna come back with that because it's so hilarious, and I wanna share with you guys that story too. So thank you so much for watching us, Patrick.
Absolutely. So this story is real juicy, guys. I'm sure you're keeping up with it just like we're keeping up with it. Please, guys, use the comment box below. Don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we'll do this back and forth on a daily basis, but lend your voices to the show. It's going to make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, remember, it doesn't matter if you lean to the right. It doesn't matter if you lean to the left. As long as you're taking care of the person in front of you kindly, you just made the world a better place. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.